everyone, and welcome. Today we take a summer road trip to a couple of very unique Saskatchewan events. A lake, a beach, a stage, and a dairy. Music and floaties and pierogies, oh my. First stop, Manitou Beach. This lakeside community near the town of Watrous is celebrating its 100th anniversary in 2019. In honor of that momentous occasion, organizers planned the Big Float.
A few of us were sitting around back in the fall and decided, hey, what a good way to celebrate the uniqueness of the lake by having as many people in there as possible.
Little Manitou Lake is known as Canada's Dead Sea. With a mineral density 3 times saltier than the ocean, everyone can float, with or without a giant pink flamingo.
We're new residents of Manitou Beach. We just bought a cabin here and we thought it would be something really fun to take part in.
We live in town, we've been down here all our lives, so why wouldn't we? Great thing to bring a lot of people out to Manitou. And next year we should do it again and get twice the people.
1,639 people officially registered for the event. The water was cool, the sun was hot, and Manitou Beach came alive.
We don't think we've had probably this many people at our beach probably in close to 100 years. Back in the 1920s, we used to be second to Banff as far as number of visitors in Western Canada. Today was probably the first time we've had that sort of response since then.
The unique waters of the lake are said to have healing powers. People come seeking relief from arthritis, muscle pain, and other ailments. Today's participants were mainly seeking fun.
I mean, we had people from as far away as Zimbabwe, Russia, California, Mexico, all who registered today. So again, it puts Manitou Beach on the map. We've seen a resurgence in the area the last number of years. And yeah, this is just a great thing for tourism. And for a lot of people who've never been here before. They've heard about the lake as a chance for them to come, experience in a fun, unique manner, be a part of a historic photo, which we took today. That's what it's all about.
Time to dry off and head north for another event on this fine summer Saturday. About an hour and a half away from the Big Float, vehicles fill the grassy parking lot at Sunnyside Dairy.
Well, I grew up on this farm and my parents had a dairy, but when I was 10 years old they sold it. So then when I met my husband Bus from the Netherlands, we bought the farm from my parents. So we have been here now for 21 years milking cows.
The Fraze-Koyenga family is multi-talented, and branching out seemed like a natural thing to do. Enter Pierogi Fest, a music event that serves up handmade pierogies and great tunes in this idyllic farm setting.
Our daughter is a musician, and she's been with her band. They've been performing at the store for a few summers in a row, like it's an annual event. And then somehow between her and her musician friends, they just kind of, and us, we thought maybe we should try to have a music festival and not just the little music annual event that we always have. And then I guess because of the pierogies, they called it Pierogi Fest, and it kind of stuck.
The event started out as a modest gathering, but one edition in particular set the stage for a bigger production.
Last year, my dad was like, let's get a few more bands. I'll make a stage. I was like, okay, that sounds cool. And then he went and built that thing. It's like, okay, that's a real stage. I thought, Dad, maybe that was a bit of an overkill. But then last year we had a bunch of sweet bands playing on it, and it turned out it was really fun. So now it might be an annual thing at this point. I mean, yeah.
Pierogi Fest features Saskatchewan bands and performers from across Canada. Sunnyside Dairy has diversified to include the festival, a farmyard market with handmade foods, and a creamery where people can buy farm fresh milk.
And I think it's because of just the 3 combined like that why this has happened, because we just have way more people this year than last year.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
A little overwhelming too? Or?
It is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, but that's okay.
Pierogi Fest is the perfect example of an idea that ripples. Something starts small and ends up growing to affect everything around it, much to the surprise and delight of organizers.
Yeah, I'm blown away by the turnout too. It's like quadrupled in turnout since last year. Yeah, it's cool. I think partly because of the new creamery, like that's got a lot more people in the loop, but I like that they get to see all my friends play music too. I hope they just like the music and they have a good time. Like, I know it's called Pierogi Fest, And it's cool that people are buying pierogies, but it's just nice to see people show up for the local music scene.
Thank you to the good people of Watrous and Manitou Beach and all the folks at the Big Float. Thanks also to the Fraze-Koyanga family and everyone at Sunnyside Dairy and all of the amazing musicians at this year's Pierogi Fest. Thank you everyone for letting me tell your story. If you have a tale to tell, please let me know. This is Stories and Songs, and I'm Laura Hayes. See you next time.